All right, guys. National days.
Please save us.
It's National Power Rangers Day. Did you ever see that
We
kids
went from
program?
robots to Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I
Power Rangers Day.
believe it has a cult following.
Huge.
Cult following. Clearly, I'm not one of them.
No.
I
mean,
Talking
I
of that,
there
can
was
you
always
remember?
bright sunshine and heat, and they had these little plastic outfits on. I was like, those guys must be suffering. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but spare a thought for the actors on National Power Rangers Day.
Yes.
It's coincidentally, it's National Red Wine Day and National Thoughtful Day on the same day. So I was wondering if there was a link.
There's a connection. There's a connection. Yeah, there's definitely a connection.
Well, solve the world's problems. Yeah.
One glass of wine at a time.
Yeah, one bottle.
A bottle at a time. What are you talking about? All I can say, this is my contribution to this. You got a problem when you move the 5-liter casket into your bedroom.
Was it you, or was it the Tesla robot that
I
did it?
can neither confirm or deny.
Your needs.
It's like you could always blame the Tesla bot. It's like, why did you put it here?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he wasn't listening to me, so I moved it into my
robot
room.
Brings a new one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, what else? On this day. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Here's a guess the year. Here we go. On this day, Toyota Motor Corporation is formed. What was the year?
I can guess.
1941.
1946. It has to be after the Second World War.
Yeah.
That's
really?
what I
Why?
thought. Well, it
Really,
depends
why?
on what. Toyota is like a lot of these Japanese manufacturing
They
companies.
started at something else.
You think
They
so?
do something else.
Did they?
do. Like Yamaha does a multiple list of things.
Yeah.
These.
Suzuki as well.
Suzuki.
Mitsubishi.
Here
Honda.
we go. Well, the company was actually founded in 1933
Okay.
as a subsidiary of Toyota Automatic, but actually the Motor Corporation was 1937.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was pre-war. Oh,
Mm.
That's interesting.
okay.
Yeah, I suppose BMW and Merc.
But
Also-
BMW wasn't BMW around even like during the First World War?
First world, yeah. But they
Yeah.
used to make aircraft engines.
Aircraft engines, yeah.
Mm. And BMW as well.
And Merc
Yeah, Merc.
as well.
So BMW, after the Second World War, was it the Second World War? First World War?
Well, Volkswagen came
Yeah.
about after the Second World War.
Yeah, they weren't allowed. So BMW weren't allowed to make airplanes or military equipment anymore.
So they went into vehicles.
Yeah, so they started with motorbikes
Okay.
and then moved into car. I think in the 19. So it must have been First World War that they weren't allowed to make.
No, I think it's second. Because
Because
even
in
during
19
the
their
First World War,
first
Second World War, they were making motorbikes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, yeah, but I was going to say that I think the first BMW car was in the 1930s, something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is I think it was after the First World War that they weren't allowed to make military equipment anymore, and they swapped over to making bikes because that Boxer engine
Mm-hmm.
apparently was an aircraft engine.
Really? Oh,
I
yes,
think
yes.
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I might
yeah.
be wrong,
Yeah.
but that
So did you
Boxer-
like just miniaturize it?
No, I think that was it, dude.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. Like I don't think those biplanes went very fast. I might be wrong here. I might get the history wrong, but I mean it's
That is
broad
interesting.
strokes. It's that's what it is. And I think Merc also making aircraft engines, and then went over to make cars.
Wow.
And Porsche was making cars for the Nazi army
Mm-hmm.
in the whenever it was. Like the first Beetle was actually was a Porsche.
Wow. I know Nokia like used to make like boots.
Cell phones. Yeah.
What are they doing now?
They
Nokia is actually growing.
yeah, they are now.
What are they up to?
But they were the phone was bought out by Microsoft and then
Dead.
yeah, but they started making their own phones again
Well, we used to buy a lot of Nokia firewalls for my line of business.
because they did networking as well, didn't they? along with Ericsson. And
They did a few, and then they kind of lost track of things. But certainly, they are. We're going to see them around for a while. They are expanding. There's a lot of R&D going on. And I'm not going to tell you anymore. But watch that space. You'll see more come out in
the near future.
They're
They're also coming out with a robot.
But Nokia to me seems like such a survival company, and it's like they started doing like it's not like BMW, right? That started in like an engineering space and stuck with that. Like Nokia started making boots and stuff.
Boots,
Yeah.
Yes.
And or
which I might have mentioned it before is one of the French ones. Renault or Citroën or one of those. They started off as a candle maker or a bicycle maker, something like that, or did one or the other, and then changed during the war years to arms manufacture, and then something else, and then they just kept reinventing themselves.
Yeah, I think a lot of these companies landed up making stuff, military stuff, at some stage. Because I suppose they had to. Because
choice.
I mean,
that's
exactly.
where the money were.
Yeah,
that's where the money were.
Yeah, no. Obviously, there
what
was
the
a
government
request
told
from
them
the
to
government to
do the stuff.
Yeah, I was trying to think. There was another company that I saw the other day was involved in helping in the World War, making stuff, but they pivoted from what they were doing. Can't remember who it was. Anyway, right.
On this day, today is Shania Twain's birthday. Do you want to guess her year?
I think she's older than me.
Man,
well,
she's like a
yeah,
woman.
no, I saw a photo of her the other day.
I think she's
I think she's like
50?
61. I think she's 60 or 61.
Oh no!
So she must be what's that? 1961 is when she was born.
That don't impress me much.
I'll take that as your answer.
But is it close?
1965. Not as old as
Okay.
you think.
I wasn't too far off.
Yeah.
She's still in your price range.
So she's 56 then. Is that what she's?
age.
She's 1956. Huh?
So she's what, 65?
Yeah. So she was born in 56 then.
65.
65.
60,
No.
30,
56.
7.
What? She was born in 56.
She was born in 65.
65.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Geez, my maths is shit.
What do you mean?
That's what happens when you get old. You get
Yeah. Well, you see, I suppose because I'm trying to downplay my age. 'Cause if she was born in 65 and I'm 72.
You look good for 72, mate.
But how old is she? How old is she? 50?
6.
She's 56. Oh, shit, she looks a lot older than that.
Really?
Sorry to say. You want to see what she looks like now?
Do you think it's like rough life?
Well, I doubt that she's had a rough life.
That's rough.
Canadian singer and songwriter. She has sold over 100
I thought she was
million
American.
records, making her the best-selling female artist
That's
in
what
country music
she looks like.
history.
That's what she looks like now.
Not for you. Oh dear.
Well, listen. Okay, so Shania Twain is 56, right? Let's. How old is Cindy Crawford?
Isn't she
You
50?
can't bring her into this.
Why not? She's also in her mid 50s.
Is she in her
Yeah,
mid-50s?
She's born in 1966, so she's only a year older.
Yeah, that's pretty much
You're older.
same year. Yeah.
Let's see what Cindy looks like now.
Okay, we'll bring Madonna into it.
Oh no, God, no. This is what she looks like now. At 57.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good genes.
Levi's.
Yeah, good genes, Levi's. And was it Coke or Pepsi? I can't remember. Well, yeah, so we can establish that.
That's all I got.
Cindy Crawford looks really good for her age. Okay, here's a question for you. What did Cindy Crawford actually study? Okay, she was a famous model, but what did she actually study?
I don't know, medicine?
No.
Like a medical field? No. Okay.
No.
No idea.
Going once, going twice.
Don't tell me computer science. She
No,
was
no,
a
no.
software developer.
Chemical engineering.
Wow, that's impressive, dude.
Just never used it.
Just never used it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit like most people.
Mm.
How much of your university studies do you use?
Well, actually,
Quite a bit.
well,
I
I would say
Oleg probably
one
uses a lot.
aspect, one aspect of it, not all of it, but one aspect of it, yeah. And interestingly enough, more and more now. If you look at that,
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
pointing at?
He's got some books actually, like, which is really cool. Like actual hardcore physical books.
What, are they holding the door open or something?
No, he's actually got them on a bookshelf. Like a proper old school bookshelf. You don't
Is this your textbooks from back in the
yeah.
day?
No, well, listen, dude. This is a subject I did.
Oh, AI. Okay.
I did.
That's
This
pretty
is a
cool,
subject
actually.
that I
Can I-
did
can I have a look?
more than 10 years ago. And then when we were doing it, I was like, fuck, I don't know when I'm ever going to use this shit.
And you're using it now.
Well, starting to, yeah, more and more.
But
More and
surely
more.
things have progressed in the last 10 years in the AI field. You have to go back to the books again.
No, look, I mean, the algorithm. No, you see, the biggest issue with artificial intelligence has been is processing power and the cost thereof. Before cloud computing, you had to buy the equipment yourself. In a lot of cases, you would only be running maybe 1 or 2 models or 3 models a year, depending on what you were into. But so you would buy back then this massively expensive piece of equipment and use it 3 times a year. Just not feasible for
Return on
companies to.
investment,
Yeah. Now with cloud computing, it's a different story because you can. I mean, I don't have to tell you, but
This is actually pretty
you
cool,
can.
dude.
You can
This is
spin
like a
something
really
up.
Good background, like
Yeah.
good like framework background.
Yeah. Look, I mean, the
Fundamentals don't
algorithms.
change.
Look, the algorithms generally haven't changed a lot. There are new algorithms, but a lot of the algorithms that you use for the mainstream kind of analysis have been around. Some of them were invented in the 60s and the 70s.
70s, yeah.
Yeah.
So hang on. So the question was more, what do you use from your university days? Did you do? You must have had a compulsory subject around IT, something. Which was very
Depends.
basic
Depends. Are we
fundamentals.
talking chemistry or are we talking computer science?
No. So when you were studying, you had a set of subjects that you had to
Yeah.
take and pass.
Yeah.
So some of those are prescribed, like there was probably some computer one.
Yeah.
Obviously, you would have had chemistry all over the place.
Yeah.
But so that original studying when you did your chemistry,
Yeah.
how much of that do you use today?
Oh, today. Well, I suppose I'm not in a chemistry industry, so. But if we were to talk about
So Cindy Crawford's
career
not
change,
in
yeah,
her
no,
field either.
yeah, I understand what you're
But
saying.
wasn't she a model before?
I think she
before
was
she went
modeled
off to
during the
college?
time that she was studying.
Okay.
Yeah, so I suppose
I
I'd have
don't
to go
follow
and
her
check.
antics as closely as some others on this podcast. So I think you are the oracle of Cindy Crawford knowledge, by the looks of it.
And
you
the
may
fact
have
that I
Googled
even
her
knew
once or
that
twice.
Mila Kunis and Oleg went to school, I think
He
that
didn't
also
even
tells the
know.
story. We digress. We're gonna make this go viral. That Oleg was at school with Mila Kunis.
Maybe not. But Lester, how much of the stuff that you learned in university university you basically using today? Like just from your side?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What did you study what did you study, Lester? You eventually did?
That was mineral exploitation
Yeah.
back in those days.
Exploitation. I'm sure that they would rename that now. Exploitation is such a bad word.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
so it was a lot of maths, geology, Yeah, I mean, obviously,
Yeah,
I'm not in the
you
mining
were-
field anymore, so
Yeah, you
I
used to
wouldn't
work
on a
use
mine.
that stuff.
You actually used to
certainly.
work in the mine.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Lester,
hear you there, Oleg.
you actually used to work in the mine
Yeah, man.
in mineral
I've got a
exploration
license
space.
to use nitroglycerine.
Wow. So you have a blasting certificate.
Yeah.
Wow, that is
I can just imagine him walking through the airport and going, credentials. He's got his CV on him. Blasting, blasting certificate. Sir, could you just step into this room
Yeah,
for
I
me,
might have to
please?
fix that. Blasting certificate retired.
Yeah, expired.
Lester, did you ever have to do a heat tolerance test?
Heat tolerance test.
Yeah.
For your
Oh,
body. Once.
Yeah, then we did once.
Wasn't that a requirement like if you worked at the mines? I presume you
Only
work
underground.
at
Only if you work underground.
Yeah,
We were on the coal mines.
Okay.
So, but you were at Katala, weren't you?
Yeah, I was at Katala.
Yeah. So it was underground, but it was, what is it, maximum 150 meters
Okay,
underground?
that's not bad. And it was
It was an
mostly
incline shaft.
mechanized-
Incline shaft.
mechanized
Yeah. Continuous miner,
mining. Wow.
that kind of stuff.
So I started at the deep underground gold mines. So there's like you do a heat tolerance test every time you come back from, let's say you've been on leave, you want to come back. In order for them to clear you, you need to do
Yeah, sure.
like full medical and full heat.
I mean,
tolerance test.
part of our training and such, we did go to a few types of mineral mines. Yeah, the coal mines were odd because they are a lot shallower, so not as hot. And with the right ventilation, it actually gets quite cold.
Yeah,
But then in some places, you still sweat your ass off.
yeah.
So as you go from hot to cold.
Yeah, I think.
You guys use broad and pillar, right? Broad and pillar mining method.
Yes, that's one of the methods. Yeah,
Okay.
that was used. Yeah, Katala used that.
Yeah.
And Douglas, didn't we? Andrew, didn't you and I go down Douglas
Might have.
together
Yeah, I think we did, actually.
before you started working there?
Yeah.
I can't remember now.
Yeah, no, we did. We did. Who did we go with? But I
can't
do
remember.
vaguely remember that, now that you mention it.
I can't remember. It was a Saturday morning or something.
Yeah. Back in the day.
A
The
few
good old
the
days of
Stark
Douglas,
Energy
dude.
places.
Can you? Yes, that's like a. I know. There's so many stories to be told.